Hey, everybody. Welcome back to webinar number 2 of this 4-part webinar series for Project Supremacy V3. Herc and I have been talking about this for a couple of weeks now, and we decided to really go gung-ho on the interworkings of V3, and it's such a big piece of software that we decided to break it down in chunks. And so that's what we're doing this week. Yesterday we went over the PBN management and security aspects of V3. As you can see it on the screen right now, that replay is available currently on v3.projectsupremacy.com. So if you missed webinar number 1, head on over there and you can catch that replay there. It's about an hour long of Herc explaining, and then about an hour long of Q&A. And I suspect that's exactly how today's webinar is going to play out. We are going to go over the SEO and project management. Herc's going to dive back into that project planner again. I know we did a webinar on it last spring, and it was really great. I mean, guys, if you aren't getting used to using that project planner to either start a new site or add some new content to an existing site, it's just absolutely phenomenal on the amount of data you can get and the keyword ideas you can get and all of those kinds of things. And Herc's going to dive deep into that today again as well. So please, please, please do yourself a favor and really pay a lot of attention to that part of Project Supremacy. As some of you may know, that project planner was actually version 1. That was basically what version 1 was the project planner. And that's what Herc had came to me with, and I was like, wow. I immediately got it. I immediately said, wow, this thing is, the way this is put together is super intelligent. And this was 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And since then, the project planner has been revamped a couple of times. I mean, it is whiz-bang cool now with drag and drop and lots of really cool stuff. So I really hope you guys really, like I said, just really pay attention to this project planner. And for those of you that are kind of intimidated by it, because I understand that it is a little bit intimidating because there's just a lot going on inside that thing. But trust me, it's not really that hard to get your head wrapped around it. And once you do, man, there's nothing out there on the web that does what this thing can do. So without further ado, I guess we will jump right into it. Herc, are you there? Are you ready?
Sorry about that, was muted. Yeah, I'm here, guys, and let's just jump right into it. So like Todd said, let me just put up the syllabus of what we're going to cover today. Okay, so yesterday we went over PBN and WordPress security and management, the dashboard, keeping all your stuff up to date, keeping it clean. Today, the feature of V3 that we're going to go over, like Todd said, is completely about doing SEO, okay, doing on-page optimization for your sites using Project Supremacy V3. So we're going to cover all the SEO settings of the plugin. So yesterday we looked a lot at the dashboard. Today we're going to look a lot at the plugin that actually goes on the site, because a lot of the work that you're going to do for SEO on your sites is actually going to be done inside of the plugin. So we're going to go over the dashboard, show you that stuff. We'll go over the SEO settings of the plugin, and then we're going to spend a lot of time right here in this project planner, because like Todd said, it can look intimidating, but it's not. It's really functional. We've spent, like Todd said, it's gotten 2 upgrades already. Massive. This last one has just been a massive upgrade. So we're going to really dig deep into that and train you guys how to use that so that you're able to start creating new posts and pages on your website and having a plan for them before you even execute them. So we're going to show you how to do keyword research so you know which keywords you should be going after for those posts and pages. We're going to show you how to optimize the post and pages, all from a kind of like a single dashboard. Just like V3 has a dashboard for all your WordPress sites, the project planner is kind of like a dashboard for all your posts and pages on a WordPress site. Okay, there's kind of a similarity there. So you're going to actually plan the SEO for your entire site and execute the on-page optimization from one single place, and that's the project planner. So I'll show you how to do all that stuff, how to do the keyword research, competition research, optimization. We'll show you how to move stuff around. Then we're going to go into, we also have an affiliate link tracker inside of the plugin. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that and really used that. Even that's had a lot of work done to it and been upgraded. And then of course we'll go back to the app and we'll show you how rank tracking, because rank tracking is built into V3, we'll show you how that connects with both your project planner as well as your app. There's two places that you can see where the keywords that you're targeting are ranking in Google, so we'll go over those things. And let's just dive right into this right now. So another little update of V3 came out today, guys, just to clean up some bugs that happened on yesterday's webinar. First of all, thank you to everyone who sat there and watched me show my cPanel passwords for a couple of sites. Nobody logged in and did anything, so I actually went and changed those passwords anyway just to be safe, because these webinars are being broadcast publicly. They're not hidden. So thanks, guys, for all that. So here we are, guys. I'm logged into, let's go over to this site. Actually, I'm going to go over to how to make money with Bitcoin, and I'll just start at the dashboard. Forgive me for my dog there barking. There must be someone outside. So this is the dashboard. Once again, guys, you kind of saw a little bit of this in the first webinar. Okay, so I've already kind of covered this. I will kind of cover a few more features of this right now while we're in here. Easy WP setup for anybody that installs V3 on a brand new blog and you just want to do that initial WordPress cleanup. You can use this Easy WP setup. This will like do all the things like remove all your hello world posts and your default pages. It'll set your permalink structures properly, get rid of comments, do comment moderation for you. If you want to add any types of pages like the About Us or privacy policy pages, you can choose to do that. If you want to create categories and any other types of pages or posts, you can do that. And you can also remove the default plugins and then even choose, excuse me, your own plugins and themes that you want to install on the blog. So this is just a quick way to get your blog set up from a clean start. So we already kind of went over migration already, but I'll just mention it again. Especially for users of V2, if you guys already had projects in V2 or you're using like the Yoast plugin or the all-in-one SEO plugin to manage your SEO, we've built in a migration setting for those three items. Obviously, anything to deal with Project Supremacy V2, you can migrate everything from your V2 over to your V3. Right now, it's not showing for any of these because I don't have Yoast all-in-one or Project Supremacy installed. If you do have those installed on your blog and they are activated, you'll see the ability to migrate all your important settings over from each of those plugins, Project Supremacy V2, Yoast, and all-in-one. So let's go into SEO settings. When you guys first set up your site, you may want to do some general SEO to your sites, okay, with Project Supremacy handling all the SEO elements of your blog. So basically, it's pretty simple. It's like your homepage SEO. You can fill out the title and the description of your homepage on your site. A lot of people will create a page or a post and set that to be their homepage. But if you want Google to be picking up the title and the description of a static page, you're going to want to put that title and description in on your homepage. Okay. We have a couple options here. Meta keyword tags, that'll make your target keyword from your PS SEO enabled in your post and turn it into a meta keyword tag. It's kind of a useless feature, to be honest, guys, because the meta keyword tag, from all I know and in my personal experience, that doesn't really hold any relevance anymore with Google. But if you want to do it, you can. You could force this one's also kind of a little bit out of date because DMOZ no longer actually exists, but you can prevent search engines from using DMOZ description. So it's really forcing search engines to use your description on your site. If you want to turn that on, I don't use it just because DMOZ is kind of gone. If you want to have a clean listing, okay, with indexation in Google, where it's removing all like the kind of the sub pages and stuff like that and archives, you can turn this on so it won't index any of your sub pages. But I don't really do that, honestly, because of the fact that any opportunity for me to get a result in Google that people will click on and come to my site, I will take that opportunity rather than have like a, a really clean indexation in Google. I'd rather just have everything that's on my site indexed in Google because I might get a click. I'd rather have it that way. It's your choice how you want to do things. And then this is the only one I typically do use, and that's force the PS SEO settings for all your future pages and posts, as well as all your existing pages and posts. That just means your titles, your descriptions, and stuff like that being controlled by Project Supremacy is defaulted to on for every single post and page, as well as any new post and page. And since I use Project Supremacy to do my SEO, I have that turned to on. Next tab is just your post types, so your posts, your pages. You can set up a default title and description for these, so that if you're kind of a lazy person with your SEO and you don't want to go in and actually craft your titles and your descriptions, you can set a default one using short codes, which is this button up here. And any of these short codes will work in the boxes. That's the short code, and that's the description of what the short code will do. So for instance, this would have the post title and the site name, and the site is how to make money with Bitcoin, and then the title will be the title of the post or the page. Same thing for description. You can choose to not index anything or index things if you want. I highly not recommend doing that to your posts and pages. You definitely want those to be indexed, but if you do have certain pages on your site that you don't want to be indexed in Google, you have the ability to do this on a singular post by post or page by page level, and I'll show you that as well. Projects, anything that shows up. So now if you guys add certain other themes, like I use Divi on this particular site, I use Aveda on other sites, any new post types that come up, because a lot of themes will use custom post types like projects or authors or I don't know, there's all kinds of them. Anything else that comes up from themes will also appear, and that's why you see project here. Those will appear there, and you can control the default titles and descriptions, as well as the indexation of those as well on a general level from that page. Taxonomies, same thing. That'll be like your categories, your tags, your nav menus, link categories. You see there's quite a few of them. You can control all that here. Miscellaneous settings. This is, sorry, just a sec. I actually don't ever play with much of these. Oh yeah, these are more, they're kind of like taxonomies and post types. They're just the miscellaneous stuff that comes up. So like search, author, archive, post type, archive 404. I really don't play around too much with those guys. So you can, if you want to skip it, you can. If you don't have to. It's up to you. Open graph settings. So there's a lot of confusion I find with like people confuse schema with open graph for some reason. Open graph basically is filling in a title and a description and an image in a meta tag, so that when you share that page on a social profile, you're controlling the title, the description, and the image that shows up on that social profile. So for instance, the Facebook open graph, I can control the default title, description, and image on Facebook by filling that in here. This is also can be done on a page by page level. Everything that you're seeing here is like the default settings, but you can control individual pages as well, and we'll get into that. So there's the open graph for Facebook and Twitter. And then webmaster verifications, I'm going to switch to this site because I actually have a few of my keys in there, so I don't want to show that off over there too much. Webmaster verifications are for all those extra things if you want to hook up Bing webmaster verifications or Google Analytics, Google Console, stuff like that, Pinterest and Yandex. You could just come and add your verification codes there, okay? So that's the basic general SEO settings. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, I guess I'll finish these tabs as well. Troubleshooting, you guys can read these. I don't use them a lot. I already covered the alternative API endpoint. That's for if you're having trouble in with communication. If you're installing the plugin but your panel's not communicating because of like a security plugin like WordFence or anything like that, you could just turn this on. And there's always descriptions too. These little eyes have little pop-ups. So in case you get panel communication problems, just turn this on. Setting an unlimited memory limit is a really nice one. It'll set your PHP memory limit to be maxed. It'll help you with a lot of things if your WordPress site has any sort of like memory issues, you know what I mean, you're running out of space or stuff like that. So this is a really nice one that we put in there as well. And then if you're having any issues, you can see with this one, like if there's something just buggy going on with Project Supremacy, you can always update your table structure and then click save, and that'll just try to repair your databases and repair those errors. Thankfully, I've never had to use this once, but it is there just in case. And then system status, of course, is just good information for you to have, the project supremacy variables, your WordPress environment, as well as your server environment. This is really helpful, guys, in a lot of situations with us troubleshooting your tickets. But further than that, if you guys have hosting or something where you have an issue that's unrelated to project supremacy, say with your hosting or with something like that, and you need to submit a support ticket, and they're like, well, you know, what PHP version are you using or whatever, you know, you have a bunch of info that you can give to that support person here. So this is just a bunch of useful information for you guys to use. That's from the dashboard, so I kind of skipped back and forth there. I already covered the SEO settings, so I'm going to spend the rest of my time in the project manager. Okay, so that's this this guy right here. So the project manager, guys, like I said, it's kind of a central dashboard. Now, and to really explain it quickly before I show you how to use it, I'll load one that I'm actually using for this site, how to make money with Bitcoin. Okay, and let me collapse all these for a second. So each one of these boxes that you see, guys, is either a page or a post on my website that I'm targeting certain keywords for. So, for instance, this one here, this USI Tech Review, let me open this up and show you. And there's certain things you can do to help with this. You can collapse everything so that you're just looking at the titles. So I'm going to look at this one, USI Tech. I can change ascending or descending just to help you find stuff faster. But I'm going to open up this one, USI Tech Review. So that's this button right here is going to control toggle your title, description, H1, and URL. Those four elements are the most important elements of on-page SEO. Those are the things that you have to get right, you know, in order to rank quicker, faster, and more efficiently. Even if you get this wrong and you send in a bunch of PBN links, even if they're really, really strong PBN links, and this stuff isn't right, you're still going to have struggles ranking your page in Google. If you get this right, however, okay, if you have a nice balance and you know you get it right, you won't have to use as many backlinks to rank well in Google. So on-page optimization, guys, is an extremely, extremely important part of ranking in Google, and it's more of an art than it is a science. It's something that might take a little bit of practice, but we'll go over some examples today. The other toggle I want to toggle is the keywords that I'm targeting. Okay, so this is a fully expanded view of a page, okay, that I'm targeting these types of keywords, and this is attached to a page. So you can see I'm targeting USI Tech Review, no space, and then just USI Tech itself, and then USI Tech. So for each of these keywords, I can see the keyword, the search volume of the keyword, the cost per click of the keyword, and then some competition metrics: broad match, phrase match, in title match, and in URL match. One question for you guys right now: give me a 1 if you know what broad, phrase, in title, in URL matches are, and give me a 2 if you do not. Okay, there's a couple too. There's actually, okay, there's a few too. So let me explain what those are to you guys real quickly. Okay, when we're doing keyword research, you know, we can. There's a lot of tools out there that'll try to give you a guide on how easy or hard it is to rank for a keyword. But one of the metrics that you can use is actually those. I should say 4 of the metrics you can use is actually those matches. So this result right here, guys, when it says there's about 521,000 results, that's called the broad match result. Okay, so if I put in this keyword USI Tech Review, you can see there's about 521,000 results in Google. And you can see right here it's showing 505,000 for the broad. That's called a broad match. Okay, just to move on quickly, I'll explain how to analyze those. The phrase match would be the keyword in quotes. Okay, meaning a broad match basically means these keywords USI, Tech, and Review have to appear somewhere in any order in any other group of words. So it can really be a review of the USI Tech system. That would be a broad match, and that keyword would qualify as a broad match for that phrase, a review of a USI Tech system. Okay, because all the keywords exist in the search, but they're jumbled up in order and other words are in there. So that's a broad match. And typically a broad match, that's why you get the most results with a broad match. You get 500,000 because they're just trying to find what keyword you're looking for, so they're looking at everything. A phrase match, okay, is a keyword search in quotes. Now, what the quotes mean is that the term USI Tech Review has to appear somewhere in that order, okay, in the title or the description or the URL. You'll notice that when I put a quote on it, that it drops down to 182,000. So why is there a lot less? Because a broad match, it just needs to have any of those 3 keywords in any order, whereas a phrase match means it has to have those three keywords in that order somewhere. So you'll see that USI Tech Review will appear somewhere on every single listing when you're doing a phrase match, okay? See how that changes? It has to be in there. So that's an important metric to know, because if that's a keyword you're going after, you want to know what other SEOs kind of know that. They know to target that phrase in the title, in the URL, in the description, and in the H1s and stuff like that. So that's your phrase match, okay? The next one, in title match, would just be something simple. You just put in this operator in title, okay, and then you put a colon, and then you put in the phrase match again, okay, and you'll see that USI Tech Review now, it goes down to 889 results, but what we're saying is this phrase must appear in the title of the search. So every title will have USI Tech Review in it now. Oh, there we go. So you notice there it is right there, there it is right there, there it is right there, there it is right there. That's more important because SEOs know, really good SEOs know to put their stuff in their title and in their URL. So the last two, in title and in URL, okay, is even more specific than phrase. It's saying how many people have it in the title and now how many people have it in the URL, right? So those are the last two competition metrics. So when we're looking at keyword research, when we're trying to find the keywords that we want to rank for, those are just things that you can look at to help you determine, okay, are those keywords something that I want to go after? Now in this thing, you're noticing that some things are yellow, red, green. Obviously, we've color coded those to show you, you know, what stuff's going to be hard, what stuff's going to be medium, and what stuff's going to be easy in each category, as well as volume and CPC. We even have color coding for, you know, here's a good volume, here's a decent volume, here's a great volume, same with CPC. Now, this color coding, where does that come from? Okay, if you go up here to manage and you go to conditional formatting, okay, this, we have 2 basic templates already built in there based on my experience. One's for affiliate style keywords and one's for local style keywords, okay? If I were to turn this to local, for instance, and then apply the template, all this shit would turn red because local really should be a lot easier to rank for than affiliate style keywords, right? So let me reopen that and show you how that looks now. See how everything's red? So if I was in the local market, if I was targeting local keywords, all this shit turns red because it's just too hard. Okay, now if I go back and I switch that conditional formatting back to affiliate, okay, and then I apply that template, okay, they'll change back to what they were because affiliate keyword research is harder, so we have to adjust for that, and you get these kind of results, right? Now, if you guys don't like the numbers that I've used, okay, so basically search volume, I say for search volume in an affiliate format, anything below 500 searches per month is red, meaning not enough volume, don't go after it. Yellow would be between 500 and 1,000. Anything above 1,000 shows up as green. Your CPC, anything below $1 is red, between $1 and $2 is yellow, over $2 is green. Broad match, basically I use anything above 1 million, and then anything above 1 million is red, anything between 100,000 and 1 million is yellow, and anything below 100,000 is green for broad results. Basically, guys, if you find a keyword, okay, and I won't go through all these with you, you can see what they are, and the thing I want to state is that if you guys want to set your own numbers, you can. Well, all you would have to do to set your own numbers is click on this little flat line, put in values that you like. You only have to fill the top one and the bottom one. The middle one automatically fills itself based on your your inputs, and then click Save Template, and then you can have your own. You can call it like Joe's template or affiliate or super affiliate or whatever you want. You can create your own conditional formatting and apply it. Now, if you find a keyword, okay, that has, you know, a broad match of, especially in an affiliate scenario, of under 100,000, and your phrase match is like 1,000, and your in title and your in URL are like under 100, this is going to be green across the board. That's going to mean it's super easy to rank for, right? And you guys can kind of see, and Kath, here's where I'll zoom in for you specifically. You guys can kind of see the keywords that I am ranking for. Okay, USI Tech Review, I'm ranked number 5. I actually think that's not updated yet, so let's just do this. So I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4. I was actually, it depends on which browsers. Some people see it at number 1 already. There it is right there. But this keyword showing at medium competition of broad match. Phrase match is kind of a high competition. Sorry, that's this one. And in title and in URL are kind of a yellow, like a cautionary. But I'm still ranking number 5. Whereas if I do USI Tech Review without a space, in title and in URL are showing really, really easy, where the other two are showing about the same. And let's see where I'm ranking for that one. I'm ranking number 3, a little bit higher, but I don't actually have that in my URL because I have that little space. So it's just, what I'm getting at, guys, these are just guides, right? They're not rules. They're just guides to help you, you know what you can and can't rank for. Like this one, for instance, USI Tech, the broad match is around 500,000, and then the phrase, title, and in URL are really, really hard. So normally you'd think, oh, I probably can't rank for that. But I'm going to show you guys how we rank for those kind of harder keywords with good keyword planning and good optimization. And yeah, there I'm not on page 1 for the term USI Tech, but there I am on page 2. So I'm ranking for a really big ass keyword with 22,000 searches per month, number 14. So this is kind of what I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you how to find these keywords. Okay, how to set up the title and the description in the H1. I'm going to show you what notes are about as well, so that you can track changes that you're making. And then I'm going to show you how to attach those to pages and posts, so that you, like for instance, I'll just give you an example and then I'll teach you how to do it. Okay, so right now this shows as attached to a page or a post. So what I'm going to do is click on this because there's a little green check mark there. Okay, so this group is attached to this page. So if I actually go to the page, okay, what's happening, and let me try and compare this in a side-by-side screen. Okay, here's the project supremacy. This is kind of like how the Yoast had their thing. We have ours. There's the title. There's the description. There's the H1, and there's the URL. Okay, and now, why is it important that it's attached to the post? Let me show you what attachment means. Okay, let's say I want to make a quick change. Okay, I'm just going to add the word change, excuse me, to my title. Now I'm going to click save. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my actual page and I'm going to refresh it. And let's see what happens. Did you guys see that? I might have scrolled. There we go. See the word change here, guys? So what it's doing is it's allowing you to control that post or that page's title, description, H1, and URL from a single dashboard where you're looking at every post and page on your site, as well as the keywords you're trying to rank for, as well as the search volume, CPC, competition metrics, and even the rankings of the keyword. Okay, and that's the point of this. Just like I said, just like V3 in webinar 1, we showed you how V3 you have a central place to manage everything. This project planner is a central place to manage all your pages and your posts. The other thing I want to mention before I move on is this. Okay, if I work on the page and I change it here and I update the page, okay, now I'm going to come back here and I'm going to update, refresh this page. We'll load that group. Change over here, and then there's USI Tech. I'll open that up. It is backwards compatible, guys, which is really, really nice. Once you have a group attached to a poster page, it becomes backwards compatible, so that no matter where you make your edits, whether you make your edits on your actual post or page editor, or you make the edit over here, it will update in both places. That's once a page is attached, and I'll show you page attachments in a bit. So what we're going to kind of cover, guys, is there's going to be two scenarios that I'm going to cover with building these out. Number one is going to be just basic, an existing blog that you already have posts, you already have pages, but you want to add new you want to add a new page or post, and you want to target keywords, like basically just adding new content to target more stuff to get more traffic. The other thing we're going to cover is reviewing existing pages. So if you have an existing site with pages and posts, and you want to pull those in to here so that you can start analyzing stuff a lot better, we're going to look at that scenario too. All right, so let me start right from the start. Does that give you guys a good general overview of what the project planner is? And then we'll go into more detail. Give me a one if you guys are kind of like, okay, I sort of get it right now. Okay, cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a site, iTunes Alternative. It's just a different site. And notice when you guys start on a new site, there's not going to be a project planner in there. Okay, iTunes Alternative is just a keyword I found a long time ago. It's quite an old site. It was an exact match keyword that had a whole bunch of traffic, and I was like, oh, let me turn that video off here. It's in my ear. It's just an old ass site, okay? And so I was like, iTunes Alternative. It had a lot of search volume, so I registered the EMD, the exact match domain, and started trying to rank for it. But then I realized, okay, iTunes Alternative has a couple different meanings. It could mean people that are looking for an alternative to the iTunes player. It could mean people that are looking for an alternative to the iTunes store. It could mean that people are looking for a different software to manage their media files. I mean, it had a lot of different meanings. But in one of those meanings, I realized that there's products that do what the iTunes software does, meaning transferring photos, contacts, backing up your iPhone. It's just better than iTunes was. I realized there was software for that. So that's what that site kind of went after. So let's, just so you know that, now let's assume we knew all that when we did our initial, ideas of what we were going after. So now we want to create a project, okay? And we want to do some keyword research. What should we go for on this thing? So you're going to click create my first project. The project name, typically when I'm starting off, I do keyword research. Okay, I just call it something like that. All right, and then I'll create a second project. Okay, and I'll name it the URL of the site. And the reason I do that is this is the one that's going to be live. Okay, and you can name it like live even or some shit like that if you want. You can name it however you want. But I always have one for live, meaning this is the stuff I'm actually going to build pages and posts on. And I have one for keyword research. And there's a reason that I do this, and you'll get it as I do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load the keyword research one, and it's going to open up. It's going to be blank. Okay, so you have no groups, create a new group. So where I'm actually going to start is I'm going to use the automatically generate groups. Okay. So the keyword that I'm going to go after, let's say that I knew that there was a software out there, which I've already done that. There's a software called TunesGo Wondershare. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in Wondershare TunesGo. Okay, that's the base keyword that I'm going to go after. Now, I'm only interested in stuff with a minimum of 1,000 searches per month, and I'm only interested in stuff with a minimum cost per click of $1. I'm going after really good keywords right away, right? I'm filtering that out. You don't have to have those. If you put these lower, you'll just get a plethora of keywords, and you'll have to do a lot of cleaning up and organization. It's easy to do, but I'd rather start off with, okay, I'm not interested in anything with below 1,000 and below $1 per click. Okay, if I wanted to choose a language and a country, I could, but I never do. I don't care what country someone is doing this search from. To me, it's all the same. If they're searching for that keyword, I want them to see it. So then what I do is I click automatically generate groups. Okay, and there you go. I have a few keywords, not loving what's happening, so what am I going to do? I'm going to run it again, and I'm going to back off. I'm going to go Wondershare, or I'll try it like this, TunesGo, and maybe I'll lower the search volume a bit because it's struggling a bit, so let's go down to 500. Okay, so I'll run a new one. Let me just just go back and make sure that loaded. Oh, let's run a new one. Wondershare Tunes Go. Okay. Actually, let's just do Wondershare. Okay, there we go. So there we go. We got a bunch of good keywords with good search volume. And what happens, what just happened there, guys, that you didn't see is Project Supremacy communicated with the AdWords tool on the back end, the Google Keyword AdWords tool. And what it asks for is keywords, you know, related to the seed keyword, but AdWords will group those. They'll try their best to group them. So they're seeing keywords that are related to network security or headphones or design and engineering, and these group headings suck, to be honest, okay? But what we're gonna do is kind of go through these keywords and find stuff that we can actually use for a page. So all we have to do is look at stuff. Wondershare Dr. Phone, okay? So what I'll do is press Control F and do Dr. Phone. And I can see I have two keywords for Dr. Phone. I have Wondershare Dr. Phone Review and Dr. Phone Review. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start creating groups of like keywords that cover one topical relevant thing, okay? And all I have to do to move this keyword into this group is I can grab it and have this little tick box of six things. It turns it blue, and I can drag that keyword into this group. Okay, there it goes. It moves into that group. Now this group, I will rename it. Okay, so now I have a working group of keywords that are actually making sense. Dr. Phone Review, Wondershare Dr. Phone Review. The other thing I want to show you guys, which is really cool, let me just do review here, because review is another keyword that's always usually good. Here we go. We got Wondershare Review, Wondershare Video Converter Review, Wondershare Data Review, Tunes Go Review. So we're seeing a bunch of different products. So let's do this. And I'm just doing this live right now for you guys. So let's just do a Tunes Go group. Okay. We'll keep that one. This is data recovery. That's a great little group. Okay, and then we have Wondershare Review. If I wanted to create a new group, okay, so let's say this video converter. Okay, so let's say I want to create a new group because I'm not going to drag into an existing group. All I'd have to do is go to Actions and add a new group and then name it. So we're going to call it Video. Okay, and there comes the video group. Now I'm gonna go back to my to get the search box up. By the way, guys, I just pressed Control F, and now I'm gonna type in the word video so that it highlights all these video keywords. Okay, so I see 3 in this group. Now the nice thing about PSv3 New Project Planner, if I hold down my Control button, okay, on a Windows PC, and I click on all 3 of those, okay, I can drag 3 at once into the video group. So it's really, really fast to help you guys create groups and clean stuff up. So there, now we got a video group. Let's take this keyword because that's a video, part of video. Data recovery. I know I had a data recovery group, but I didn't save the name. Data recovery. Okay. And you guys can already see this plan is starting to like take shape, right? Wondershare Review. I don't actually have a Wondershare group, so I can just create a new group for Wondershare, okay? And just so you guys know, Wondershare is the software company, and then that software company has a lot of different products like Dr. Phone and Tunes Go. You'd have to find that out through your own research, but basically if I want to go after different types of Wondershare codes or keywords, like all 3 of these, we'll take them. I'll drag them into this group, okay? Now, since this group is empty, I'll go to the Actions column and delete the empty group. And you guys see how like it's so fast to go and research a seed keyword and start planning different pages of your site, because that's what these are going to be, guys. These will be different pages on your site. This will be like Dr. Phone Review. This will be like Tunes Go Review. This will be like maybe a homepage for Wondershare. This will be Wondershare video stuff, Wondershare data recovery. Does that make sense to you guys so far? Moving stuff around and like starting to create a plan? Just give me a 1 if you're with me. Okay, cool. Gives me a second to take a drink as well. Now, remember guys, I created 2 groups, right? One was a keyword research group and the other one was a live group. And the reason I do that is because if you guys aren't careful with your filters, sometimes you can get a really big group of keywords where it pulls in so much shit, it's really hard to go through. Okay, so rather than, you know, try and clean up everything, okay, you just need to get your groups going that you actually want to use. Okay, so and typically I put the title of them in capitals so that I know that I'm using them, because AdWords brings them in lowercase, but capitalized. The ones that I'm actually using and working on, I capitalize them. But let's just say that I had a whole bunch of groups and there was just a big mess in here. Okay, but now I want to start moving shit into my actual plan. So what I can do is, I know Dr. Phone is a good group. So what I'm going to do is go back to the actions column. I'm going to move this to a different project, this group, because I like what's going on there, but I want to get it out of here because I'm going to actually target this. So now I'm going to select the live group and move that entire keyword group to the live group. It gets out of here, it cleans up my keyword research palette, and it moves it into the group I'm actually going to work with. Okay, this one would be done too. Okay, so I'll select the Actions tab, move it to a different project. Okay, the live group. Right, so now where do they go? Okay, just to refresh. If I go back to projects, remember I created two, a keyword research group and a live group. So now if I load my live group, there they are. Okay, meaning these are ready to be optimized. Okay, maybe they don't have enough keywords in them yet. Okay, so if we needed more keywords, so like Dr. Phone, for instance, I probably need a few more keywords. What I can do now is go back to my, create another keyword research group. So let's do a Dr. Phone group. So I'm going to create a new project, and I'll call this one Dr. Phone Research. Right? So I can load this group. Now I'm looking for keywords specifically related to Dr. Phone. I'm going to automatically generate groups. My seed keyword this time is going to be Dr. Phone. All right? And maybe I'll lower the cost per click a little bit because it's an affiliate product. Okay, and I know I'm going to be building affiliate links, and I just want more keywords, or we can eliminate it altogether if you want to. Okay, I just want to go for search volume. Click OK. It says please fill out the field. Okay, I got to go higher than 0.5, so there we go. Success. Now it'll grab those keywords, bring them in. Boom. Right? Look at all the Dr. Phone keywords that I could go after. So let's look at what's really there for Dr. Phone. Tons of them, right? So what I would do here, guys, is really create one more group. So let's say this one here. I'm going to just change this one. Dr. Phone new keywords. Okay. So I'm just going to call it that. I'm going to get rid of this keyword. Go to my Actions tab and delete the selected keywords. And then I'm going to think, okay, what keywords do I want to add that for that Dr. Phone group? Oh, I got to save that when I make your change. Remember to hit save. Dr. Phone new keywords. Okay, so I'll save that. Now, okay, so Dr. Phone review, I definitely am going to want that. Is Dr. Phone safe? Dr. Phone recovery, that's a great keyword, or Dr. Phone recover. That's a great keyword because that's what the product's actually for. It's a recovery software. We would know that by doing product research. Let me just do a quick Control F, Dr. Phone. Dr. Phone for Android, Dr. Phone for Android, Dr. Phone torrent. Those are crap keywords because we know that people that are going after torrents are looking for free shit. Dr. Phone data recovery is a great keyword that I'm going to want to use. Okay, and then Wondershare Dr. Phone review. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, so say we're happy with more keyword research for the keyword Dr. Phone. We've created a new group called Dr. Phone new keywords. Now here's what we're going to do, because now we have more keywords. We're going to move to a different project. We're going to move it to the live project. Okay, and then we're going to go now to the live project. And you guys saw we had two groups in there before, but now we have two Dr. Phone keyword groups. What do? Pretty simple, guys. We wanted to expand our keyword research. Now we take these two keywords and move them in. Then we take this group and we delete it. Now what we're left with is a really nice group of doctor phone keywords that we want to recover. So for the sake of speed here, guys, let's say now we're happy with this group of keywords. This is what we want to go after. Now it's time to start creating our page optimization, right? Our title, URL, description, and stuff like that. So the first thing we want to do is this little star button is going to select all the keywords. Okay, it'll just put check marks in everything. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to retrieve keyword data. Okay, now this is the service that V2 lost, okay, that we now have. And what that's going to do is, see how it's spinning now? It goes through Todd's like private servers and his big old network of like hidden sites all over the internet, and it's going to grab those metrics for us so that we can start looking at competition metrics. So as it's doing that, we're going to press the gear icon and we're going to start creating stuff. Everything's sortable, guys, so you can see how I'm sorting by, oh, we have a duplicate keyword there, so no problem. We can delete the keyword or just ignore it for now, whatever. We can sort by volume, we can sort by CPC. Once these competition metrics are populated, we can sort by those. And basically to create our SEO, we're going to just be aggressive. Okay, doctor phone review is definitely what I want to go after. So I'm going to start right here with my URL. Okay, I'm going to type in doctor-phone-review. Okay, and let me kind of give you guys a technique that I use. I call it boiling or distilling. Okay, I'm going to take all my keywords and I'm going to pop them into a notepad. Okay, and this is how you're going to learn to really do really good, oh, I had a duplicate there, really good keyword research and really be able to rank for multiple keywords on a page. So I had two duplicates, I only ended up with 3, but it's still great. So what I want to do is take my longest keyword, okay, and I'm going to put it on the top. Okay, now I'm going to take the first word of my longest keyword and I'm going to remove it from every other keyword in the list. So if I see Wondershare, I want to take it out of this keyword, and anyone. So that's gone. Now I'm going to take doctor phone, or doctor if it was one word, but I know doctor phone is one word. I'm going to take it out of all the next keywords. Okay, so take out doctor phone, take out doctor phone. Okay, now the next keyword, review, I'm going to remove that from the remaining list of keywords. Boom. Okay, and what I'm left with at the end, I put all into one line. Wondershare, doctor phone review, data recovery. This is every keyword in this list that I need to rank for. So I got to keep that in mind. Okay, but my most important keywords that I want to rank for are typically going to have the highest traffic volumes. Those are going to be the ones that bring us the most traffic. So we have to put a focus on those, right? So doctor phone review. So we create our URL, doctor phone review, because that's the URL is one of the strongest ranking factors. The next one's going to be title. Okay, this is where we start looking at our distilled keyword list. Okay, so now my title, what I want it to be. I'm going to be very aggressive here, guys. I'm going to teach aggressive SEO because the more I do it, the more it works really well for me. Doctor phone review is my most important keyword, so I'm going to put that out front. Okay, then, so I have all these covered in my title. Now I need Wondershare and data recovery. So look what I'm going to do here, guys. Data recovery by Wondershare. Right? No, Julian, that's going to be tomorrow. Schema's all tomorrow. But I'll relate it back to this group. So there we go, guys. That's how I create a title and a URL. So now I need a description. Now I can be a little less aggressive. Our doctor phone review. Wondershare's premier data recovery software. Click here to read our full analysis. Okay, couple rules. Don't repeat keywords that are existing in your domain. So if the product was called iTunes Doctor Phone, I would not use the word iTunes in my URL. Okay, never repeat keywords in your URL. Same thing with your title. Don't repeat the word review. So here I said our doctor phone review, and I almost said click here to read our review. but that would mean reviews in twice. That's over optimizing. Just don't do that. Try to find another word. Wondershare, premier, or I should say premium. Okay, it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to make a real nice one for you guys. So our Dr. Phone review, Wondershare premium data recovery software. Click here to read our full analysis. That's the SEO description. Now the H1, a lot of people confuse an H1 with a post title because of the way WordPress does things, and I'll show you what it is. This typically, guys, if you don't have an SEO plugin, this will become it'll actually become two things or three things if you type it in. If I type this in on a new post, it will populate as the URL, it will populate as the title of the page, and it will also populate as the H1 of the page. That's by default in WordPress, but that's a big problem, okay? So what you need is a WordPress plugin, like Project Supremacy or whatever, and this becomes the actual meta title, okay? So like, for instance, let's go view this page and I'll show you. This is the actual title in the meta description that Google shows on their result. This is the description. This up here, however, is an H1. Okay, and that's the more correct use of that. So if I Control F and search for title, okay, this tag right here, this whole thing, USI Tech Review, blah, 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 this is the title tag. That, guys, if you have an SEO plugin installed, comes from here, not here. Okay, when you're doing things correctly, this is an H1. But if you're using WordPress default, it becomes the URL, the H1, and the title, and you become over-optimized, and you fail to get any ranking results because you're over-optimized. Okay, let me get back to creating this. So for my H1, let's just go with, I'll reverse the keyword, Wondershare data recovery with Dr. Phone. Okay, and then notes. What notes are, guys, is it allows you to just keep a note. You know, so what I would do is like 2017 October 31st created the page. Right? So now I'm just going to click save. All right, and now there's my group. I've done keyword research, I've done competition analysis, I've done my boiling technique to find out how to optimize to get all those keywords, and then I'd be aggressive in two areas. I'd be very aggressive in my title, meaning the most important keyword that I'm going after is showing up in order first in my title and in my URL. And one tip about the URL as well, guys, the shorter, the better. You don't want to say Dr. Phone Wondershare data recovery review. You want to be very, very specific to what you're doing. So take the most important keyword that you're trying to rank for and do a short example of it in the URL. Where you can get a little bit more long-winded is in your title, and where you can get really long-winded is in your description. Okay? So that's taking you from the process from keyword research all the way to fully optimizing it. But okay, we don't have a page, right? We just have a group with a bunch of cool stuff in it, right? So let's load that back up. Okay, and there we go. Now the data's in. Okay, so now we can start looking at, okay, what's hard, what's easy. Obviously, if I sort by volume, the hard shit's the hardest, right? And then the easier shit gets a little easier, right? I must have had a space in one of the keywords because it's a duplicate. I would go after, for Dr. Phone, I would go after the one with the higher results because it's probably going to be more accurate. But what I am noticing here, guys, is the in title and in URL matches for Dr. Phone Review are low. This right here, broad, guys, is just nice to look at because it gives you a general overview of how hard or easy that keyword is. But the SEOs of the world that know how to do SEO, they're going to be stuffing that shit in their titles and their URLs. So think of it as the most important metric is in URL and in title. They're kind of tied because that's the SEO stuff. Phrase just means Google found that exact phrase somewhere in the content and the description in the H1, but it's definitely better than broad match. Okay, so the ones you're really going to be concerned with to show up green or yellow is in URL and title first, and then phrase. So they're showing me, you know, that I can rank for these keywords. Even this Dr. Phone, the recover, that one's a little hard, but it's showing me green, green, green. So I'm really happy with what's going on here now that I'm looking at the keyword metrics. Okay, and that one of the things I was doing my SEO without looking at the metrics. Typically, you would want to look at the metrics, and if say this doctor phone review is just red across the board, you might want to take that into consideration and go for the next easiest one, like maybe doctor phone recover or something like that. Okay, so you just have to, like I said, everything here is a guide, not a rule, and that's why it's also an art, not a science. You kind of have to get good at reading what's going on here. But does everybody kind of have a better idea now of how to like look at keywords and how to craft like really good on-page optimization using this tool? Okay, so let's move on then. So what we're going to do now, we have the optimization taken care of. We've already said what our title, description, H1, and URL are going to be. We have all that already planned out. Now we need to create the page, right, or the post. So what we're going to do is go back to our actions column, okay, and you can choose whether you want to make this a post or a page. We'll just create a page. So create a new page from this group, because there is no page for this stuff right now. This is just a plan. So we're going to go to our actions column and we're going to create a new page from the group. Creating a page, please wait. Successfully created it, and now you can go and edit it. So let's click on there. All right, and what's happened here, guys, and I'll do a side-by-side again, okay? Here, I'll look at the title and the description first. Doctor phone review and our doctor phone. Doctor phone review and our doctor phone. It's filled in the title and the description for us, right? And the URL is doctor phone review, and the H1 is Wondershare data recovery. The URL is doctor phone review, and the H1 is Wondershare data recovery. It's already handled it for me. The page is set up for success. Now what do? We add content, right? We add some, you know, go buy a, you know, $5 article of real content for this page and paste it in. Things you can also do to add a little bit more helpfulness with the on-page added. Add a related video, right? Interlink to this page from another page on your site, and I'll show you a really nice quick way to do that. Okay, add schema. We'll cover that in Webby 3 tomorrow, right? And then finally, build PBN links to this URL. Okay, now what anchors are we going to use? These anchors: doctor phone review, doctor phone recover, doctor phone data recovery, Wondershare doctor phone review. Why are we going to use those anchors? Because this page is extremely optimized for those keywords, right? But we're not over optimizing, right? We're not going to, when we build our links, we're not going to build doctor phone review, doctor phone review, doctor phone review, doctor phone review. That's over optimizing your links. That's going to land you a penalty really, really fast. Our first link could be doctor phone review. Our second link could be the URL. Our third link could be doctor phone recover. Our fourth link could be doctor phone data recovery. By the time you get to the fourth or fifth link, guys, if you're not on the first page using this process, you probably chose a keyword that's way too hard, okay? Really hard competition. But you shouldn't have done that if you followed this process correctly. You should have been able to choose good keywords. That's how you're going to rank. That's how you're going to go after stuff like this one, guys, like how to make money with Bitcoin. Let me show you what I've done, okay, to kind of relate that whole process back to a real example. How to make money with Bitcoin investing. 14,800 searches per month, ranked number 5. Bitcoin investment, 14,800 searches per month, ranked number 7. Bitcoin investing, 14,800 searches, ranked number 7. All these keywords are extremely hard, extremely competitive, and I'm ranking, however, on the first page. Let's look at what I did for optimization. Okay, the keyword I really chose to focus on the most is investing in Bitcoin. So this one right here, okay? data may have changed, but I ended up still ranking for harder keywords like Bitcoin Invest and Bitcoin Investment. Why did I rank for shorter tail keywords even on a longer tail thing? Because I did really good optimization for that page. I used these as anchor text, and then I end up ranking for those keywords. On the first page of Google for keywords with massive volume. And this site's now getting about 1,000 hits a day. So that's the kind of the whole plan, guys. That's how you execute really good on-page optimization using the project planner. Okay. Now, this pages are actually, let's publish it. Let's turn on the SEO. Remember, you always want to have your SEO on. So this is on a page-by-page level. In the start of this webinar, I showed you how to force that SEO. I don't have that on this iTunes site. I don't have it forced on. I should always have it forced on. Okay, so now there's the actual live page. Okay, this is a fully optimized page, guys. Fully optimized. There's more things that we're going to do later on in other webinars, like showing you how to add these reviews and add reviews. But as far as keyword research, competition research, on-page optimization, and getting it built and done like that, that's the project planner. Okay. Let me just make sure that I've got everything. Oh yeah, the last step. Okay. Let me get rid of my duplicates too, because I do see that I have a couple duplicates. So you can select keywords, go to your actions column, and I'll explain every one of these actions columns as well. I'm going to delete those keywords, because obviously I don't want duplicates. Okay, save the group. Now, the last step. Let me just switch back to ascending. Now, ranking is showing as a hyphen. I want to track my keywords, okay? Because I mean, I already know that I created the page on the 31st, but I want to track my keywords. I want to know how this is doing. So what I do, once again, I click this little star. It selects all the keywords, right? And I choose this now, track keyword rankings. Okay, and it's gonna, those are the keywords. What search engine do you want to track them on? I want to track on google.com. I'm gonna add those keywords. Now it adds them to a rank tracker, and you can see it's gone into the queue now to be tracked. Okay, so that's the final step. Now recap what we've done, guys. All the way from the start. We did keyword research in a general niche that we wanted to go after, right? We organized, dragged and dropped all that stuff really, really quickly inside of that group. And then when we got a group that we liked in the keyword research group, we moved it over to our live group, right? Then we found one keyword in the keyword research group that only had a single keyword in the group. So we dug down deeper on that keyword to expand that group, moved it into the live group, copied it over, right? Then once we had all our keywords, we optimized our page, our title, our description, our H1, and our URL using this boiling technique, right? So we know we have good optimization. We created a note to let ourselves know when we created the page. We attached this group to a page by creating a group, or sorry, by creating a page. See, now it's got a check mark, meaning this is now attached, meaning any changes I make to this optimization will also change on the actual page itself, right? And then we added it to our rank tracker because it's important for us to know how our rankings are doing. So that's, guys, how you do from a brand new, you want to create new content. But Ed, the great question. So all the keywords in that group will be for that one page. Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm targeting all of these keywords on this one page. That's how you rank for multiple keywords on a page, guys. You do your keyword research, right? And then you create your optimization the correct way. Because everything has an, like if you look at it like this, okay, you have opportunities to insert keywords that you want to rank for in a few different places. URL being the strongest. And it's close with the title, okay? But then you're also going to have your description. Okay, you can add keywords to your description. You can also add keywords to your H1. These ones, however, the URL, the title, and the description, in particular, the title, the description, and the URL, show up in Google, right? So you have to be really choosy with those. Title, URL, description. Okay? H1 becomes the least important, but it is an H1 tag, so you have an opportunity to balance out all the keywords that you're trying to rank for, right? This group of keywords throughout those elements. So take the stuff that looks like you have the best chance at ranking and be aggressive with it in your URL and your title. Be a little bit less aggressive in your description and a little bit less aggressive in your H1. Now, if I had a really big group, or like I had another keyword that when I did the boiling technique that's still there and I still care about it, but it's not good enough to go into the H1, the URL, the title, and the description, I have another opportunity to get it in there. Does anybody know where that last opportunity exists? Well, okay, yeah, John, H2 is, yeah, anchor text. Yeah, anchor text, another kind of answer, but not quite yet. The content, guys, the article. Tags, another one, yeah, but the content, right? If I had another keyword in here that I wanted to go after, it was providing traffic, but I didn't have the ability to put it into these, I still have about a 700 to 1,000 word article here that I want to have, and you guys are right. I still have H2s that I could use. I still have WordPress tags that I could use, right? Image exif. Okay, yeah, there's still a lot of opportunities to get the extra keywords. But the main ones that you want to rank for, guys, is all right here. Is all on the Project Supremacy Planner. Title, description, H1, and URL. Anything else, okay, just you'll have it here. You'll have it listed here so you'll be able to see it, right? So just remember to put it into your content, right? So now, okay, so what if we have, guys, I know a lot of you already have sites out there. What if we want to do this process for a page that we already have, right? It's already on the site. Here's what you can do. So I'm going to just, there's a whole bunch of ways you can do this, but I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to create a new project. I'm going to call it Existing Pages. Okay? Now I'm going to load this project. And I'm going to add actions. See here, guys? Now, instead of adding a new blank group, I'm going to add a group from existing pages or posts. Now, select the posts or pages. Okay? You could choose to select any one you want. So let's say, I don't know, I'll just add this one. TunesGo. Did we do TunesGo? We did Dr. Phone. So let's add TunesGo. Okay? And if I wanted to select them all, I could. Let's do it that way. I want every page a post on, like if you want to be one of those crazy guys. Or maybe, okay, I don't want the contact page and Dr. Phone, we already just did that one. I don't want the privacy page, right? Obviously, where to buy music, I don't care about that. Okay, so maybe I just want those three. Okay, so now I'm going to add a group. Okay, what's that going to do? What happens? There, it added the post, but what does it really look like? There we go. So now we open them up, and what we can see is what is the URL, the title, the description, and the H1 that we're currently using, and how good is it? You know what I mean? Now we know what the on-page elements are of our existing pages. So what we can do now is be like, okay, this sucks. Okay, this is absolutely terrible. I need to work on that. What keywords should I be going after? Right? Now you start the keyword research process again. Right? And then you pull those keywords into this group when you find the keywords. So what you can do is you can do the keyword research process, pull it into the group if you want, or you can just go like this, add new keywords. How many keywords do you want to add? I want to add 5 keywords. Okay, and maybe you use another keyword tool, or maybe I don't know, there's a lot of things, but you add those keywords now. You know that you know the keywords you're going after. Wondershare, TunesGo review, and you can even type them in, TunesGo review. Okay. Review of tunes go. I don't know. You would do your keyword research to put those in there. But now, okay, let's get rid of these ones. Delete. Oops. Delete selected keywords. Okay, there they go. But now, well, I forgot to save it. But what you could do then, guys, is get the volume CPC and then go through that process again. Okay. And now because you pulled these groups in from existing pages and posts, they're already attached, right? You don't have to attach it because you pulled it in from something that already exists. So now what you can do, update your title, update your description, update your H1, update your URL for your existing content so that you're optimizing everything that you already have properly. Does that make sense, everybody? Awesome. Okay, let me see, where are we at with this? Creating projects, importing and exporting projects. I'll just go. So that's kind of the whole overview of the keyword tool. I'll just make sure that I cover every little option that you have really quickly right now. So your manage, you have obviously creating new projects, importing existing projects, meaning you could take a project. Okay, I'm going to leave this for now. If for any reason you want to move a project to a new URL, you can export and import these projects from one site to another site if you want to. Okay. You can do your conditional formatting. Your redirect management, guys, what that is if you change your URL in one of your projects, okay, of an existing URL. So this Dr. Phone one, for instance, if for any reason I wanted to change it to maybe drop, like if I had Wondershare Dr. Phone review and I was like, oh man, I better drop the Wondershare, and I delete Wondershare and save the group, it'll create a 301 redirect from the old URL to the new URL for you automatically, so that if you've done any link building or anything to the old URL, that 301 will automatically take care of everything for you. It'll pass all the link juice, it'll pass the link, it'll redirect everything automatically for you. That's what your 301 redirects are, and you can manage all those if you want to. Okay, you can delete them and shit like that. What else do we got in here? So our group actions are going to be adding new groups, adding groups from existing posts and pages. These little check boxes, guys, if you want to delete, if you pull in keywords on a keyword research mission and you get like 40 groups and you're like, oh shit, and you want to delete like 20 of them, just select the groups that you want to delete and click delete selected groups. If you guys do keyword research on the actual Google AdWords keyword tool and you download a CSV, you can import the CSV. I suggest just using the automatically generating groups to run into less issues, so you don't have to have a formatting issue with CSVs, because I know how much fun that's been for everyone. You already saw creating pages and posts from current groups. This one's kind of in bulk. Okay, what this one's for. If you do a big plan and you have like 7 or 8 groups and you just want to create your empty optimized pages for everything, you just click that and it would ask, okay, here's all the groups you have. Do you want to create a page or a post for each one? And let's say, you know, page, post, and you click create all. It'll just do it for you all at once. All right. Expanding keyword groups is just for, that gets important when you're in a situation like this one. This is an actual plan for me, and you can see I'm obviously targeting a lot of pages. The site's getting bigger. If I can, if I want, let me just collapse everything. It just helps me to look at everything and get there quick. Okay, or I could just expand my keyword groups, and now I'm just looking at the keywords for these groups. I can also expand everything and look at everything, but it starts getting longer and longer. Okay, so that's just bulk managing everything. So I can collapse it all down again and also open it up individually if I want to work on things. Your 4 action buttons, obviously, this is your toggle for your optimization. The action button here is you have 2 groups. You have keyword management and group management. You can add new keywords. You add new keywords, delete selected keywords. Obviously, retrieve your keyword volume in CPC. So if you type in your own keyword, right? If I added a keyword and I wanted to get the volume for it, I could select that keyword, go to the actions group, retrieve the volume in the CPC, the search volume and the cost per click. retrieve keyword data is your broad phrase in title and in your URL, and track your keyword ranking sends it away to be tracked in the rank tracker, which I have to show you. It also happens on the app. Then you can create, if you're creating a new group without a page, you can create a new page from a group or create a new post from a group, and that will interlink your planned group to your actual page. If you create it and you just want to use the attached to page or post that already exists, so for instance, if you have a page or post that's already existing and you create a new group and you want to attach it to an existing post or page, you can by using this. This would be for creating a new page or post for the plan. This would be attaching the new plan to an existing one. Then this will just, you can go visit the attached page or post, and then of course you can move your groups to different projects, or you can delete your groups. Okay, so that's all your options in the project management planner. A couple more things that I want to cover, guys, with notes. I want to show you something that's pretty important. Notes we added because changes just happen with on-page optimization. And it's nice to keep track of what's going on. Where's a good example here? See, this is where I start using things like this, okay? Collapse everything, because I know I'm looking for the investing group, but there's too much info. So there it is. Now I can open that up. Okay, and you can see I have a note here. On October 19th, 2017, I removed the art of from the title on this page. So what I actually do when I want to make a page title change, okay, let me open everything up. Okay, I take a picture using any image service, and I'll show you. I take a picture of what I have with my title description, H1 and URL, and I make a note. On 2017, October 19, I removed the art of from the title on this page. So I take a picture of everything, and I'll show it to you, so that I know what my old URL and rankings were and what the new ones were, so that way I could track the difference of the change. Oops, too many windows open here. Right, so there's my old one. What's a better example? Maybe this one. I've made a lot of change. There was one that was just a really stellar change. Okay, here's a good example, this one. Okay, on October 19th, I changed from this. So now I can go back to my note and I know, okay, what did I change? I forget what I changed. Okay, this is what I had. Okay, get out of here. Okay, it shows my rankings, it shows what I had. And then, but this is what I changed it to. I take a picture of that and put it in the notes. And see, I can go back and forth now and see how the changes have made made a difference or not. So how to buy Bitcoin safely in 2017, where to purchase, I changed that to buying Bitcoin safely in 2017, 2018, a step-by-step tutorial. And I'm looking at the changes, and there's where I was ranking pre-change. And now I can watch those rankings to see if I've made good decisions with optimization. Where the hell's that page? Okay, doesn't look like anything's changed yet, but I know it is actually. ProRank Tracker is showing really great changes. Or sorry, the app. So let me show you now. That's what I do with notes, guys. I also want to show you that those notes also exist. And sorry if I'm jumping around a lot. Those notes actually also exist on the pages. They exist here. Let me just close tabs. That's why I'm getting lost. Okay, close that. Close that. Close that. Close that. Close that. Close that. Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to go to the attached page or post. So our note is here, but our note is also here. Okay, just to show you guys once again that the project planner is completely backwards compatible and communicative with the actual SEO box on the page or post itself. So that's just another tip. The other thing I want to show you now, if I go back to with rank tracking, okay, the rank tracker here takes a little longer to update. This is on a 24-hour refresh interval from the rank tracker here. But when you send a keyword away to be tracked. Okay, so like say I selected these keywords and then I took my actions group and I said track the keyword rankings, okay, and I sent it in. Where you can find those is right here, and if you log back into your dashboard, you can go to your rank tracker, okay, and then you can once again do the tag filtering that I showed you in webinar 1 or search, okay, so I'll do the Bitcoin search and it'll bring up only Bitcoin style sites. Or I can just click this show only sites that are actually have rankings on them. Okay, and here's our rank tracker. So there's our buying Bitcoin pages. Look at that. I hit number 1 for that term. So I know that those keyword changes that I did earlier actually are working. Okay, and look at some of the rankings we have here. 18,000, number 6. You know what I mean? So this is where your rank tracker comes in full. Okay, so I wanted to just show you that. The last thing I want to show you guys before we end this webinar, because I do want to get to a Q&A, is a couple other beauty little options that were built in. Let me close some pages here and go back to the iTunes site. And guys, I know you're asking a lot of questions right now, and I'm just ignoring them, to be honest, because I'm going to get through this, and then I'll come back and answer questions. Okay, we looked at the project planner, and it was awesome, and it was fun, and we showed you how to optimize pages, build projects. This is the page that I published just 21 minutes ago. I'm going to actually open this up in the editor again, and now let's say, okay, we've done all our stuff, and this is the next steps. We want to go add a related video. We want to interlink this page, we want to add schema and all that shit and build PBN links and stuff like that. But there's one really cool thing that we added in V3 as well, and that's right here, this affiliate products thing. So I'm going to open this in a new tab and show you what this is. Okay, this is an affiliate link tracker and builder and all that good stuff. So we can add affiliate products from Amazon, Market Health, or ClickBank, or we can just create our own. Okay, so if we want to create affiliate links, we would create a short code name and title, and then we'd put our affiliate link in, and then if we wanted it to be an image versus a text affiliate link, we'd put in an image, and then we choose from these 3 options. Do we want our affiliate links to open in a new window? Yes, we do, because we have increased dwell time by doing that. Do we want it to be a no-follow link? Yes, we want our affiliate links to be no-follow so that we're not losing any juice. And do we want to mask the URL? Yes, we do. We want to mask the URL so it doesn't look like an affiliate link. It looks like a link from iTunes Alternative instead of an affiliate link, right? Watch the webinar again, Hector. You're going to have to watch. It's a big project, so that's why you're going to remember everything. You'll have to watch the Webby again. And as you start using all this stuff, it'll become second nature to you. I'm so fast with moving around and everything now, just because I'm used to using it. And that's just normal, guys. It takes a while to learn how to ride a bike, right? Okay, so that's how you create a shortcode, guys. And here's a couple examples of shortcodes that I created. We'll also track the CTR, the unique clicks, and the impressions for all your short links. Okay, and then we'll give you a nice little stats chart for your affiliate links as people are clicking on them. But how do you insert your affiliate links? Okay, and why did we choose to go to shortcode method for affiliate links? Here's why. Right here, guys, you notice these 4 little shortcodes. You see, we have them in Project Supremacy. It's the same 4 as these ones, but for V3 we upgraded them. Check this out. So say this was my content, and now I had really good content, and it was time to add my affiliate link. Okay, see this little one with the link here, affiliate shortcodes. There's my affiliate link the affiliate links that I built. So I could be like, okay, I want to add Tunes Go for window affiliate link. I want to change the anchor text. Okay. Click here to try Tunes Go for Windows. Okay, it doesn't matter, I'm spelling it wrong. And then I just click OK, and it enters a short code. Okay, so I'm going to update that. I'll explain that in a minute, Alex. Okay, I'll just explain it quick. Why do I use no follow? No follow links. I just don't want Google passing juice through those links. That's it. It's an SEO thing. So now I'm going to go visit this page, guys, real quick, and show you what happened. So there it is. So click here to try Tunes Go for Windows. Now, if I click it, you can see it opens in a new window. Great. It's my affiliate link, right? But the one problem, if you guys look down here in the bottom of the screen where my mouse is, as I hover over that link, see what it says? It says kqzfj.com. That's not what I want, right? That's an obvious affiliate link. So what do we have to do? We chose, let me back up. Let me just do it for both of them. I'm going to go into my edit, and I'm going to turn on the mask the URL. Save. This could be because it's an old link. It is matching the requested format, you bastard. Okay, whatever. I'll just, what it is, guys, I'm not sure what that is. We'll look into that as a bug. But what it'll do is it'll mask the affiliate link so that when you hover over it, it actually shows iTunes alternative as the root domain, and then it'll look something like this, / PID = 1. That's what it'll look like. And then this link, the coolest thing about it, you can actually take this link now and post it anywhere on the web, on Facebook or on Twitter or whatever, and it'll still track properly. And it'll still like go to the right spot. So it's not like a link URL shortening service built right into Project Supremacy with stats, which is really, really cool as well. Now, the other nice thing, guys, about this too is, let's say you use this short code on 50 places on your site, okay? Like you had a really big site and you put it on 50 different pages, and then all of a sudden frickin' TunesGo goes and changes their affiliate link formatting, or they change providers or whatever, and you're like, I have to go update 50 spots on my blog and I don't even remember where I put them. Nope, you don't. Now all you have to do, edit the short code, change the link, click save. And that's why we went short code format. Okay? I'm going to have to figure out what the heck's going on there. That's why we went short code format. So this controls all your affiliate links and shit like that. And then there you go. That was me clicking on it. 1 impression, 1 click, and 100% CTR. That'd be awesome if I had 100% CTR. So I wanted to show you that affiliate thing, and then the rank tracking I already showed you. That's it. Any questions? So guys, what I'm going to do now is, rather than go back and ask questions, because you guys were asking questions as I was talking about stuff, let's ask the questions now so that I understand what's going on. Go ahead, Todd. Do you want to say something?
Oh, I was just going to say there's quite a few of them. I knew there would be. I've answered a couple here and there, but good stuff, man. That was great. That was awesome.
That one took a little longer.
Yeah, I was going to say that one only took about 1:20.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Mm-mm.
But it's important. I wanted to go really far into detail on that project manager because it's so powerful. It's just so powerful. Okay, so why do I use no-follow links? I kind of already answered that. I use no-follow links because I don't want juice flowing to this affiliate link, and making it a no-follow just means that Google's not going to follow the link and send juice out. How far down will the rank tracker go? As far as Pro Rank Tracker does, so I believe I think they go to 400 or 300. I can't exactly remember, but it's the same. It's Pro Rank Tracker API, guys, where we're getting our rank tracking from. So we're able to sell it to you cheaper within Project Supremacy. But yeah, whatever their depth is the same as our depth. Could you use that short code come across multiple sites? Yes, you can use that short code on multiple sites. So this, let me give you an example. And it's really cool. I've actually done this. So let me go, where was that page? Okay, so it was this one, I believe. Let's go view that page. Let me do it on backup iPhone just because it's already done. Okay, so let's go to this iTech review page, and I know there's an affiliate link on here, and it's masked and everything. Okay, so there it is. I made it an image link. So you can see down here in the bottom, guys, it says, here, let me just copy the link and show it to you. Copy link address. And if I paste what the actual link is, See how it's a PS redirect link? Now the cool thing is if I take that link and I just pop it into a browser and click on it, it actually takes me to the place that I need to go. Oh, it's waiting. There we go. See, it actually redirected. So, and I can also post that on like Twitter or Facebook or whatever as an affiliate link, which is really, really cool, even though it's a Project Supremacy link. So that's fetching the preview. So that's why we use that affiliate link and redress, because it's masking everything. There you go. And it goes to the actual page itself, which is really cool because frickin' Facebook hates redirects, and I don't know how or even why this happened. I just discovered that it did happen. Facebook frickin' hates redirect links, and ours is a redirect link, but it works on Facebook. So I don't know why or how that happened, but there's guys that release products on this function alone, on how to put a redirect link onto Facebook so that it does things properly. I've seen that product come out. So, is there a link for existing customers to sign up? Yeah, I guess I should show all that. Guys, okay, so where we're at, let me go back.
First,
yeah,
there's so many questions about where is this replay going to be and things like that. So go ahead and show v3.projectsupremacy.com real quick, because I think we got some latecomers. And might as well put it in here now again, beginning, middle, and end. So guys, all the replays that we're doing this week will be on this page right here, basically the V3 homepage. You'll see the first one right there, and then we will add the others as they are ready. So
this is the webinar. Yeah, this is the one you're on right now, guys.
It'll be there tonight. So v3.projectsupremacy.com is where this training is going to stay for a while.
Yeah.
Might move it over to SEO supremacy as well, but for now, this is where it's at.
Let me load this too, I guess, for you guys. Okay, there you go. There's the replays. If anybody
from yesterday.
If anybody wants to get V3, okay, right now we're open again. You can get it from this link, v3.projectsupremacy.com Premier. I will link to that from this page. I'll put a button here so that you can go over. Right now, guys, we have the two plans. I explained this on the first webinar, so I'm not going to harp on it today. These are the big-ass, high-value, never going to need more plans, okay? We have an annual plan that's $697 today, and that's for the next year, and then it's $397 per year after that. That'll get you 500 sites, tracking 800 keywords, keyword competition research like you saw me today to do on the project planner. I'm not even speaking English, but that will give you 800 of those per month. You'll get the full schema.org builder. We're going to add 20 sub-accounts that I showed you from yesterday to that. The value of this is, some people probably are looking at that once again and thinking, oh my God, that's expensive. It's not, guys. We showed you yesterday that if all you took was the management side of Project Supremacy, which we showed yesterday, it's twice the cost at another similar service for the same amount of sites. Twice the cost. It's $1,500 a year. We're selling it for $700 the first year, $397. But you don't get the project planner with those other guys. You don't get the schema editor. You don't get all the other features of V3, the rank tracking and shit like that. Rank tracking alone for these 800 keywords is more expensive than the cost of our annual plan on the first time. Just so you guys know, that value is friggin' massive. We also have a monthly plan if you want it, $397 for the first month, and that'll bring it down to $47 per month. It's the exact same plan. Okay, guys? So I'm not going to harp too much on that. We've done sales for V3 in intakes so far, just so that we could develop the software properly, make sure that it's stable and solid. This particular intake is going to be open for about another week. Then we'll close it, make sure everything's tickety-boo, and then we'll probably launch it, just because everything's going really, really well. So if you guys want to grab V3, there's the link to get it. If you have any support questions, it's support as usual, supremacy.freshtest.com. So I just want to go over that quick, and then I'll go back to questions here. Because that was actually a question. What about rank tracking for local searches, plumber in Miami? Where do you specify the geolocation? You specify the geolocation when you add the keyword. excuse me, in the project planner. You're burping on webinars. I just get so much gas from talking so fast, guys. Sorry. Where are we? Project planner. There's two places you could add keywords. First of all, you can add them in the rank tracker, but if you want them to be attached to your projects, which is what I do, I attach shit to my projects, which is really, really nice. When you go to add a keyword to the rank tracker, okay. So let's say track keyword rankings. This is the search engine where you'd supply if you wanted to track like a certain locality, like Australia or whatever like that. It's not going to give you the ability to say, I only want to see searches from a certain city, like Miami. You know what I mean, Alex? But it will give you the .com, .ca, .co, .uk, and stuff like that. My personal beliefs, by the way, on that are, if I'm in Edmonton and I'm searching for plumber in Miami, does my search not count to you? Do you not want to see that stat to you? And why not? What if I just am in Edmonton for the summer, but I need a plumber when I get back down in the winter, right? So that's kind of why I do that. I don't worry about local search volume. I don't care, because I don't disqualify people just because they're not in the area that they're searching from. That's just my take on that. You can do whatever you want. But that's how you add geo right there. In the other rank tracker, when you add a keyword, it'll give you the same thing. Okay, there's the URL. You would enter the search engine, and that's how you add keywords. James, do you have any costs or limitations when retrieving keyword data? Yes, you do. It depends on the plan that you buy, but right now that's what this is. Okay, your guys will be able to scrape up to 800 keywords per month and track 800 keywords. So that's when it comes to scraping and keyword research and shit like that, guys. When you're looking up these in title, broad, and stuff like that, that's the 800 per month. Okay. If you guys want to be efficient with your $800 per month, by the way, is a lot. Okay. If you're looking at 800 keywords and getting data for 800 keywords, honestly, you're kind of not quite doing it right. What you should be doing is when you're pulling in keywords, start by limiting shit, because you don't want to waste your data looking at a keyword that has 0 searches a month. Okay, put it that way. So when you go to automatically generate group, make sure you're filling out your minimum search volumes with a realistic number, so that when you go and pull data on it, you don't get charged for it, right? And not charged as in we charge a credit card, but charged as in it eats up one of your 800 per month, right? So just be smart about that. So that's how that plays out. Let me see. Todd, did you see any other ones that? Here I am. Thanks, Greg. A beautifully evolving product. Well done to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How do you prepare an Excel spreadsheet for importing in Project Manager? You don't, Sylvie. We don't actually create an Excel sheet. You either download it from the Google Keyword Tool, or and I don't even do that anymore, or you just do the automatically create right here. But you can't actually create an Excel spreadsheet to like build this. Where can you find Webby 1? We already covered that. Is this training going to be on the website? We covered that. Even if SERP tech is not the topic, may I ask whether or not SERP tech does the switching up of the text to populate title H1 and URL automatically, or do we have to make this manually? Let me see if I can understand that. Alex, ask that question in the SERP Tech group, just because I don't understand fully what you mean right now. I think I know what you mean, but just post that in the SERP Tech group, and I can answer it when I have a bit more time to make sure I understand it. Naomi's left, but it's a good question. Is this covered today or tomorrow in schema? How does local factor into this? Will the keyword group be Michigan Marketing Agency, etc.? We're going to cover schema tomorrow, guys, and I'm going to show you how to build schema for the actual page that we built today on that iTunes thing. I'm going to show you how to build like product-based schema, how to get it reviewed, how to build brand-based schema, all the new shit that I've been figuring out with our schema tracker, and it's so good now, guys. I'll just kind of give you a quick peek at it. Here it is right here. So like for instance, how do I make money with Bitcoin.net? This is one of my biggest sites. You can see I have 3 types of schemas, but some of them have nested schemas. So now we changed our view to a schema tree, and I'm going to show you guys how to build this and how to use this. and then how to assign schema. But yeah, it works really good and it matters. My rankings for this Bitcoin site have been shooting up like crazy because of the changes on the pages that I've been doing from the schema that I've been adding. I've had awesome ranking increases. I'll kind of prove that. And it's right over here. Let me open a new window. As I am loading this up, I'll answer more questions, but I want to definitely show you guys what's been going on. Natalie, I think this may be the totally best product you've ever seen. Incredible work in programming and design. Thanks, Nat. This is Todd and I's product. This was our first product ever together, and we never stopped developing it because it's just too awesome. It's just such a great product, and that's why it's as good as it is. Yeah. That's why we have to go on 4 webinars just to explain it all. Let me get my questions back up. View questions, where'd my questions go? There they are. Sorry guys, I lost my questions box. If you see anything too, Todd, just shout it out. Okay, I wanted to show this. Here's that how to make money with Bitcoin site, guys, that I've been adding. Here's the how to make money with Bitcoin. I've been adding brand schema, aggregate product schema, video schema. And look at my traffic. Down 200, going up. Now I'm up to like 705 unique visits a day. So it's completely climbing, completely gaining in rankings. It's been awesome. It's really been awesome. From everything, guys, from optimizing, from schemaing, shit like that. Bruce, definitely going to need to watch the replay a few times. Yeah, the replay is really good. We do have to still put in, people are asking, these in the plugin, okay, we still have these tutorials, and right now what I have loaded in there is the old V2 webinar, like for the old version. For now, I'll probably load up this webinar to go into here so you can explain it, because honestly, guys, I did go over every single feature of this in this webinar, okay, and it's an hour-long feature. You should be able to watch that. It'll teach you everything about using this project planner, but we do have actual more professionally done instructional videos coming. It's just we have to be choosy with our time. But this webinar, guys, that was kind of the purpose of this webinar as well. To really give you a good overview and training on different aspects of project supremacy, just because it is big. Rob says, from what I can see in PSv3, it's like taking a Fiat 500 Abarth and turning it into a Ferrari Testarossa overnight. Not exactly overnight, but yeah, it's how many keywords can you track? So that's going to depend on the package that you buy, guys. But right now, we're selling you guys the biggest package that we're ever going to sell. This package, guys, that is for sale isn't going to be offered to the general public. They won't get 500 sites. They won't get 800 keywords and shit like that. It's going to be smaller. Plus, it'll be on a monthly basis. That's more expensive. The value, like the big value, because you guys are our customers, is these 2 packages. Is really these 2 packages. So that annual, if you guys break it down, $697. Your first year will cost you $58 a month, which is damn cheap for this tool. And then all your following years after that will drop down to $37 or $33 a month. So $58 a month up front for the first year, and then it goes down to $33 a month. Super cheap, guys. I can tell you this: the plan that we have that's comparable to this, that's going for sale to the public, is going to be $147 per month.
Yeah. So
you guys are getting incredibly huge savings. Okay. Just so you guys don't think that we're bullshitting you, I'm going to show you this as well. Todd and I definitely work our asses off on pricing and figuring shit out. Okay. And here it is, guys, right here. Here's our launch pricing and our evergreen pricing. Managing 10 sites with 300 keywords. Even our biggest one, that's supposed to be, that'll be 500, not 1,000, but it's going to be 500 sites with 1,500 keywords, 1,500 scraping, $127 a month. You guys are getting it for half that price. Okay, so the value is definitely there for you guys. It's a new product. It's not V2. It's not the same at all. Obviously, it's completely. It's based on V2, but it's. I mean, this whole piece right here is brand new, and then the plugin, everything got an upgrade. Can you buy V3 with Bitcoin? Fuck yeah, not yet, but we should definitely do that. I would suggest that Bitcoin's going through the roof. Is V2 obsolete? No, V2 obsolete is not. V2 is not obsolete. Still works. Still supported. We will continue to do that. Where or on what site do you put and manage the project management part of PSv3? Do you need a dedicated site? Okay, Rob, that's a good question, and I kind of think I understand where you're going with that. So if you're doing keyword research for a project, where do you put it? Because you may not have a domain yet, right? You're just doing the keyword research. So that's why we built the export function. So, excuse me, let's just say you have a new site that you're planning for. All you have to do is create a project for that and do keyword research in that project, clean up the project. So let's say that this was one I was doing. And then when you're ready to register the domain and move the project over to that domain, you would export it and then go over to the new domain and import it. Does that make sense, Rob? So you can really do the project shit anywhere and move it anywhere. Alex, any provisions for siloing and hierarchy of related pages? The one improvement that we did make is the ability to for our project planner to understand and comply with nested URLs, meaning if there was a parent page or if there was a tag or something like that, it would be considered in the URL bit. Okay, so we accounted for that, but what we want to do, and this is really, really hard to do, is we want to create kind of the ability when you create these groups to drag and drop groups in the same functionality as the WordPress menu, where let's say mining was a parent page and then like earning, I wanted to drag that as a subset of mining. I could just drag the group and it would automatically create and structure the URL so that you could literally take this page and drag and drop everything into a silo fashion. Now that's a big upgrade. It's a big, big upgrade. We are definitely going to do it, but it's just our team has looked at the coding involved in doing it, and it's huge. So for now, what we did is just created URL nested support in the URL builder, but we are going to definitely do that, Alex, eventually. Is this including the site cloaking plugin? No, Phil. The site cloaking plugin is Spider Spanker, which is Todd's another product of Todd's that he's had for longer than we've been building this together. Christopher, there's so much power in this. I've had PS since V2, but haven't done shit because I was working 3 jobs to buy a house, got in a house in Grand Pool Golf Course. So after yesterday's Webby, you quit your remaining jobs, rent in an office, and we'll be doing V3 related campaigns full time. It's all or nothing. Attaboy, Chris. Awesome, man. As long as the bills are paid, get to work. Rob, is P3 perfectly fine for revamping a site that Google doesn't love so much anymore? Absolutely, man. If you guys are having sites that are struggling in SERPs and you're not really sure why, I definitely would pull all your posts and pages into the project planner and start analyzing your optimization of your pages and seeing what's going on, okay? This right here, guys, is the most important shit you need to be taken care of as far as on-page optimization. Tomorrow we'll cover schema, which is a big help, but as far as optimizing your titles, descriptions, H1s, and URLs, yes, Rob, definitely import, create groups from existing pages and posts. Is the SEO plugin separate? No, Alex. The SEO plugin, so this plugin that we're looking at today, if you've watched the first webinar, you'll understand that everything connects all at once with the plugin. When you install Project Supremacy V3 plugin on any of your WordPress websites, that's what populates the dashboard so that you can manage everything. So you might want to watch Webby 1 to understand that. So there's kind of 2 sides to this. There's the central dashboard manager where you do all your updating, rank tracking, schema building. But then there's the plugin side where you can come in and do a lot of cool SEO and project management shit. But they're both included, right? And with that project, okay, with these things, this is saying you can download this plugin to 500 sites, right? Which a lot of people can't hit 500 sites. I'm at a 200 or 179 or something. That's a lot. And then you can manage all 500 of those sites from there. So definitely watch Webby 1. Once again, guys, the replay pages for all these webinars, v3.projectsupremacy.com. Okay. Yesterday was WP and PBN management. Today, this is the webinar you're on right now. Tomorrow we'll do schema mastery, and then finally on Thursday, November 2nd, we'll I don't know, we'll talk about rubber chickens or something. You notice PSv3 is one price and the SEO plugin is a per site license plugin. No, it's all one price. On that thing, we're just showing you what you're going to get for that price, Alex. What tracking for traffic? I use Stat Counter for tracking traffic. It's free. Yeah, Kath, we will keep the old V2 project planner video. Bruce says he's going to buy it at the end of this week. Even if it's too much for him right now, you sell one new client and pay for it, and then figure out how to wrap your brain around it over time. Honestly, Bruce, like, I know that we had to expand to 4 webinars, because when we first did this, like I said, we did it in intakes. The first webinar that we had to teach Project Supremacy, we crammed the whole friggin' plugin into an hour and a half. So I was talking at the speed of light, trying to cover everything in an hour and a half window, and we're only halfway through. I still have to show you guys schema and like all the additional features like article content syndication and shit like that. So we broke it up this time, okay, into categories: the WP management, WordPress management and security, the SEO side of the plugin. Tomorrow we're going to do schema, and then we'll do all the additional features. I forget where I was going with that, but oh yeah, the point is, Bruce, it's honestly a big project. It's a big software. But it's not that difficult. It honestly becomes easier and easier to use, and you start understanding it and getting really, really fast with it as well. Just watch the webinars again. Absolutely. Thank you, Greg. Learned a lot. Fantastic software. If you guys want to leave comments as well, guys, on v3.projectsupremacy.com, if you have more questions or comments, leave a comment down here on the bottom of the page as well. George... No, you're talking about a different product, George. We don't have a 5,000 site license. That's SERPTech, different product. Tim, can you manage client sites from here? Yep. All you have to do is install the plugin on your client site, and it will show up in your dashboard, and now you can manage the client site. For instance, if I go to websites, I can't actually do this, but notice I have a client tag. I can tag all my client sites and work on my client sites. I just don't want to show them on the website, but I do have them tagged. Can you pull sites you don't operate or control into the planner? You have to have the plugin in the planner, James. So you got access to the planner, the plugin has to be on the site. Now, let's say you guys are working on a site that's not in WordPress, or you have a client that's on something other than WordPress, but you still want to do the same idea for that client. It's not going to be as good, but what I would do is just create a plan for that client based on the pages that they have. You would have to do it manually, and then go in and manually update their site based on this. Unfortunately, that's the best we can do for that. Yeah, Rob, thanks. What do you have, George? You have SERPTech if you have 5,000 sites. That's SERPTech. That's a completely different software. You guys you really should know what you're buying. Just if you don't even know what you're buying, maybe you shouldn't be buying stuff. Not to say that about you, George, but I mean, we don't sell cheap stuff, guys. We have quality products, and they're not, you know, $27 off-the-shelf toys. They're real tools. So I mean, you guys really should be knowing what you're purchasing. Just a quick tip, I guess, if you're spending that kind of money. Any other, thanks, Rob. We'll see you maybe tomorrow. Any other questions, guys, about search engine optimization in general? and the plugin and all that. Showed a lot of stuff today on SEO. Hopefully you guys, what'd you guys think of the project planner, by the way? I'll do this out of 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being a 10. Do you like doing SEO and project planning with Project Supremacy? Dottie hates it. She gave us a 0. That's okay, Dottie. You might have missed the 1. Does the project planner work for e-commerce? Tim, the project planner works on WordPress. You can plan other sites here, but you have to get the project planner, you have to install a WordPress plugin. Thanks, Nat. Natalie thinks the training alone was a 10. The project planner is a kick-ass tool, guys. Once you get used to using it, you will never do SEO another way for your sites. Trust me on that. Me and Todd had this analogy about remote controls with a television. So let me ask you guys this. Everybody has a TV with a remote now. Give me a 1 if you won't watch TV if you can't find the remote. You'll spend like an hour looking for the friggin' remote, but you won't walk up to the TV and press the damn power button, right? Yeah, Bob says TV. And that's kind of what Project Supremacy has become to me and my SEO process. Obviously, guys, we did a lot of development of V3 based on the processes I use, so obviously it's very, very ingrained in me, and it's got its hooks in me. I can't do SEO now without V3. It's just too fast and too easy and too good. But it's like a TV remote for me. I won't do it unless I have V3, and that's really what we want it to be. We want it to be like a TV remote where if you don't have Project Supremacy on the site, you don't even want to use it. And if you get a new client, the first thing you're going to say to them is, listen, you need to put Project Supremacy on your site so that I can do my job well and efficiently and get you the results that you want. So, yeah, smart asses. Can't turn on smart TV without the remote. Probably can somehow. You just haven't taken the time to learn how to do it because you got a remote. Jim, we could charge a client anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 a month. It depends on the client, depends on the SEO that he needs. It depends. That's a really tough question to answer, right? There's so many variables involved in what to charge a client. I could, just to make it easy, I could tell you this. My typical rate when I did have clients, I don't anymore because now obviously I'm developing software with Todd, is nothing lower than 1,000 and typically nothing higher than 3,000. If it was that high, I wouldn't take it on. If it was too low, I wouldn't take it on. I would say between the $1,000 to $3,000 a month range. SEO is worth a lot though, guys. I can tell you that. That Bitcoin site is making a pretty good amount of money because the SEO was done properly to it. So if you transition that over to a client, you know what I mean? If you do the SEO properly, you start bringing them the traffic that they need to get. You know, things like this guy. Well, let's just do it like this: Detroit asbestos lawyer. Okay, Detroit, obviously one of the highest uses of mesothelioma cancer because they used asbestos in that state quite a bit. It was legal. And look at this. I got onto page 1. And I'm all over page 1 because we did the SEO. This was SERPTech that did this, but SERPTech's good at doing SEO as well. But imagine you could do that for a client. What do you think I could charge a lawyer for this term? Right? A lot, especially since I have like, I spelt it wrong, but litigator. I rank for litigator too if I spelt it right. But like that's the point, guys. Like getting people the real estate on the first page of Google is worth a lot of money to their business. It really is. Especially if you can get them the star ratings. You know what I mean? Because those pull clicks. Like for instance, like USI Tech with you guys, when I do that, even though I'm showing up 4th right now, I bet you that I'm pulling a ton of clicks away from these just because I stand out so much better than they do because I got the star ratings. And I know that for a fact because I have results that have star ratings that are number 10 and number 9 that still get a shit ton of clicks. So that's from schema, and that's from Project Supremacy and optimization and shit like that. And we'll show you that tomorrow. Would you have templates for the SEO agreement with a client? No, I don't. To be honest, you guys, the way I did it, I never even had contracts. I freaking hate contracts, to be honest. I hate them. I think they're a waste of time and a pain in the ass. I like handshake deals. That's just the type of person I am. A lot of people want contracts for protective reasons, but I'm willing to give everything away if I'm in the wrong situation. If somebody wrongs me and they're like, they stole money from me, I'm not going to try and sue them. I'm not going to go after them. I'll be like, okay, goodbye. It's over. Right? If somebody didn't pay me, goodbye. It's over. That's just the way I am. I'm not advocating not using contracts. I can't stand them. Yeah, plus with V3 you can remove your SEO, exactly. Natalie, on the sites that you have star ratings, you get tons more clicks and calls. Yeah, I'll show you guys how to get those tomorrow and how to build a schema for those. It's fun. Any more SEO questions, guys? Anything about the project planner? Shut up, Atticus. He probably wants to go outside. So I should probably... We're at 2 hours anyways.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, guys. Dale, not really related to V3. I think, to rank those pages, I'm usually using about 3 to 4 links, just to answer you.
All right, guys, I think that is a wrap. We are right at the 2 hour mark on today's webinar. So awesome. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Thank you, Herc, for doing another amazing job on detailing the ins and outs of the inside of V3, and especially that project planner. Like I told you guys in the beginning, man, if you just get your head wrapped around this thing a little bit, you can do stuff, living proof right there. This project planner, Herc used it on so many different sites, and they're all just doing badass. It only takes a few links, like he just said. I was going to mention that after he said that to Dale, that a big part of why these sites rank so well is the on-page, and is the schema, and it's all about project supremacy, and then a few decent links. And you're making 10 grand a month. So good stuff. Thanks again, Herc. Thanks to everyone else that joined us, and we will be back again tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, where we will be covering schema. Again, you got 2 links. v3.projectsupremacy.com is where the replays are at. v3.projectsupremacy.com/premiere. Pull that up real quick. There they are. There's all the links you need to check this stuff out. All right, guys. Thanks so much. See y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Same time.
Same place. Later.
Bye-bye.